Hello students, welcome to odissaclass.com. Today let's discuss about properties of perfect square. But before we get start the video, subscribe, like and hit the notification bell to get updates. So our topic of discussion is nothing, this is properties of perfect squares. Of perfect square. And all are these about the natural numbers. ओके नेचुरल नंबर का परफेक्ट स्क्वायर कुछ प्रॉपर्टीज बारे में हम लोग पढ़ाई करेंगे. लेट्स थिंक अबाउट द प्रॉपर्टीज नंबर वन. P1, I'll write it like just a P1. What is P1? Perfect square do not end in 2, 3, 7 or 8. Perfect square do not end in 2, 3, 7 or 8. What does it mean? That means if a number, for example, I will say number 82, it cannot be a perfect square because it is ending with 2. Okay, for example, I will say there is a number called 3, 6, 7, 2, 8, 4, 7. To find the perfect square, you have to take a lot of times. You have to find and make the factorization methods. Then you have to get that whether it is a perfect square or not. But without making 20 factorizations, then you can say it is not a perfect square because it is ending with 7. Here it means if a number in one house there is 2, 3, 7 or 8, it is not a perfect square. For example, I will say 99. Okay, 99. It is ending with 9. It may or may not a perfect square. For example, I will say 81. 81. It is ending with 1. It is a perfect square. 9 square is equal to 81. Whereas 91, it is ending with 1. But it is not a perfect square. Hence, we concluded that note number apart from the 2, 3, 7, 8. What are the other numbers? 1, 4, 5, 6, 9. If the numbers ending with 1, 4, 5, 6, 9 may or may not be perfect square. Okay, but you should very much clear that it may or may not be. For example, I will tell you 25. 25 is a perfect square of but it is a square of 5, whereas 35 is not a perfect square. However, if a number ending with 2, 3, 7 or 8, it will never be a perfect square. Clear? Now, let's discuss about point number 2. Point number 2. What is point number 2? If a perfect square ends in 0, the number of zeros must be even. If a perfect square ends in 0, the number of zero must be even. Let's think that there is a number called 100. How many zeros are here? There are 2 zeros. Okay, so that it is a perfect square of 10 square is equal to 100. Any perfect square ends in 0, the number of 0 must be even. This is 100 is a perfect square. It is how much 0 here? The 2 0. Similarly, for example, let's say 400. It is a perfect square of 20. 20 square is equal to 400. How many 0 here? 20. Okay. Similarly, I will say 1600. How many zero here? 20. It may be 40 square. In reverse, if I say 1700, how many zero here? 20. It is a big number of zero. So that it must be a perfect square? No, it is not a perfect square. That means a number ending in an even number of zero may or may not be a perfect square. Here I write number ending in an even number of zero may or may not be a perfect square. May or may not be a perfect square. This is the point number 2. Here I have seen that here 1600. There are two zero, even number of zeros here. It is a perfect square. Where 1700, it has the same two number of zero, but it is not a perfect square. So that it satisfies our formula, number ending in an even number of zero may or may not be a perfect square. Okay. Now let's discuss about property 3. P3. What is property 3? Square of an even number is always even. Square of an odd number is always odd. Square of an even number is even, and square of an odd number is odd. Let's check. 5. It is odd number or even number? It is an odd number. Here's 5 square. 5 square is how much? 25. 25 is itself a odd number. Okay. Similarly, I will say 6 square. 6 square will be 36. 6 is an even number. 36 is also an even number. Similarly, 12 square. 12 square will be 144. 12 is an even number and its square 144 is also an even number. Similarly, 13 square is equal to 169. 13 here is an odd number and 169 is also an odd number. Okay. Property of property 3 is square of an even number is even, square of an odd number is odd. Here we have seen that 12 is an even number and its square is also an even number. 5 is an odd number, its square is also an odd number. Okay. Let's go for property number 4. What is the property number 4? The following table gives the possible remainder where a perfect square is divided by some prime numbers. Let's make the table first. Okay, I am drawing a table. My handwriting may not be perfect, but I am trying my best to make it correct. Straight line may not be perfect. Here divisor and here possible remainder. For example, I will say a number, for example 3. When perfect square is divided by some prime numbers, then the divided by some prime numbers, the possible, what are the possible remainders? Let's find out. For example, say 25. 25 is a perfect square When it is divided by 3, what will give the answer? 3 into 8 is 24 and possible remainder will be 1. Similarly, if I say there is another thing, I will say 81. 81 is a perfect square. Perfect square is divided by 3. Then answer will be 27. And the remainder will be 0. When a perfect square is divided by 3, the remainder will be 0 and 1. Okay, clear? Now, think about 5. 5. For example, I will say 15 square will be how much? 15 square will be 225. 225 divided by 5. Then it will be 45 and the remainder will be how much? 0. Okay. For example, I will say 3 square. 3 square will be 9. 9 is a perfect square. 9 is divided by 5. The remainder will be 1 and the remainder will be 4. 9 divided by 5. 5 1 5, 9 5 4. It is divided by 1 and the remainder will be 4. Similarly, 4 square. 4 square will be 16. 16 divided by 5. 5 3 15. 16 minus 15 will be 1. The remainder will be 1. Similarly, I will say 7. 7 will be 49. 49 divided by 5 will be 5 into 9 45. 49 minus 45 will be 4. Remainder will be 4. Hence, when a perfect square is divided by 5, the remainder will be 0, 1 and 4. Okay. Now, let's take another number 7. For example, I will say 256. 14 square will be how much? 14 square will be 14 into 14. 14 4 and 4 will be 56. 6 5. 14 1 will be 14 plus 5 196. Well, if let's take it 196. 196 number is a perfect square of 14. Okay. So it is divided by 7. And if 196 will divided by 7, what will answer? 196 divided by 7. 7 2 14, 19 14 5, 6, 7, 8, 56. Remainder will be 0. That means 196 is a perfect square. When it is divided by 7, the remainder will be 0. Similarly, if I say 3 square. 3 square will be 9. 9 is a perfect square. If it is divided by 7, then 1 and the remainder will be how much? 2. Similarly, I will say 4 square. 4 square will be 16. 16 divided by 7 will be 7 into 2 will be 14. 14 remainder will be 2. Similarly, 5. 5 square will be 25. 25 is a perfect square. It is divided by 7. 7 into 3 will be 21. 25 minus 21 will be 4. Okay. That means when a perfect square is divided by 7, the remainder will be 0, 2 and 4. Okay. Let's move on. 6 square. 36. 36 is a perfect square also. It will be divided by 7. 36 divided by 7. 7 into 5 will be 35. 36 minus 35 will be 1. So that it may be 1. 0, 1, 2, 4. When a perfect square is divided by 7, the possible remainder will be 0, 1, 2 and 4. Okay. Clear? Similarly, in this way, I can write when a perfect square is divided by 11, the possible remainder will be 0, 1, 3, 4, 5, 9. Remember this thing 0, 1, 3, 4, 5, 9. When the perfect square is divided by 13, the possible remainder will be 0, 1, 3, 4, 9, 10 and 12. You just remember these things. This is my property number 4. Okay. In the next class, we will discuss the remaining properties.